Working with Maggie's, I think probably been, pound for pound, the greatest collaboration that I've ever had with another actor. I really enjoyed working with her, and I think out of all the things that we've achieved on Sons of Anarchy, the relationship between Jax and Tara is the thing that I find plays the most real and deep and rich, and has been the thing that I've been the most proud of.
I miss her enormously. I mean, she was my partner on that show. I have such a great relationship with all those guys, but it's kind of like wrangling a group of wild animals, working with them. And when I had those scenes with Tara, it was often just her and I, and it almost felt like a different show. We shot on set, cool. Normally we're out sweating and in the bright sunshine and the dust and the mud, and it was always my reprieve from the brutal reality of making the show, you know. And she's wonderful, but she is alive and well in this show in my heart. I mean, I think about her maybe more than I ever have. In any given day of shooting the show. So I think that although she's not there physically on screen, I think you'll feel her presence.
Oh, Doug, you felt it in the first episode.
That must have been different.
Working with Maggie. I think she's just extraordinary. It was just so much fun and so open and filled with love. And, we had a really nice time, from the whole time. But, it's once that sort of relationship gained traction and we sort of, the writing became really interesting and complex. We really enjoyed working together.
All awesome, don't get me wrong, but this is mainly for Charlie. When you found Tara's body, I just want to know, was that an emotion you were able just to cry on scene, or was that an emotional day saying goodbye to Maggie Siff that you worked with for so many years?
It's always so difficult to try to figure out how to approach something like that. That day was particularly difficult. It was a regular day for us on set. We had 5 scenes to shoot. They'd scheduled that scene to be the last scene of the day. So I had been brought in, I wasn't working until that. I waited around for about 5 hours, just alone in that kitchen set. I just wanted to be there and try to get ready, terrified. Whether I was going to be able to deliver something that felt authentic and, satisfying for the audience. And then we just ran out of time that day. We couldn't shoot it. So Kurt came to me and said, I'm sorry, I know this is a bummer. You've been preparing for, the last 12 hours to do this, but can you come to it tomorrow instead? So it kind of was a relief. I said, yeah, sure. And we showed up the next morning, 6 a.m. and just did it in half an hour. And I loved Maggie, really loved her, through the course of that show. So walking in and seeing her like that, just sort of my true feeling for her took over. Right on, thank you.
But you do a show for a long time, that scene with Maggie, that was a really hard scene to do, sort of in theory, but I really loved her. I loved Maggie, loved that relationship that we had on screen and off screen. So it's horrible to go in and see one of your friends and someone that you've sort of pretended to love for a long time and grown to love, looking like that on the floor. So I just go in and trust that what was supposed to happen in the moment would happen.
Well, you did make the bad boy character seem so easy. So that was great. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
For Maggie Siff as Tara, guys.
Yeah! Yes!
It's true, Maggie gets so, that is the strangest
It was
thing.
Maggie's
And
birthday.
And what Maggie said to me about not doing the cons, is she said, well, no one liked Tara. It's she got a lot of hate because everybody was doing that Team Jimma stuff, Team Tara, whatever. And I think Tara was the nicest character on the show. She was